I'm most interested in creating a world, a place that feels complete and maybe different than what you've been experienced before. And so video games are a great medium for that. When I worked on stacking, just being able to create this imaginary world of these weird little wooden dolls and the sort of types of lives and things that they do, and just kind of putting you in that place and thinking about, you sort of think about all the different things. Working on Brutal Legends is the same thing for me. I spend a lot of my effort creating that world. And when I'm working on Broken Age or on stacking or autonomous, I did sketches for all those using Procreate on the iPad. This was the rough that I did that painting based on the wall there. So this is like what I did on the train, which is just super rough. That was just the composition and idea. For me, I like tools that generate ideas, that help me generate ideas that I wouldn't do. I was playing with the new selection tool in the latest Procreate, and I use that sort of almost randomly making shapes and subtracting shapes and kind of get silhouettes that then spawn an idea. I think it helps unlock your creativity. Different artists use it for different things. My day is too disrupted for me to just sit in a corner and generate amazing concepts all day. So what I usually do are what I call draw-overs or paint-overs. And that means that I'll take a screen cap of a work in progress and literally just paint on top of it to show the artist how we could push it in different ways and start that conversation of where it could go. And it's a super quick, effective way of communicating. One thing that makes Procreate well designed for the iPad is that it doesn't feel like it needs a keyboard, and you don't do a ton of menu diving. Cintiq is nice. I have a Cintiq. It's a very expensive option. Photoshop is great, but it's turning into a bloated old maid. And this is being able to have that portability, and also from a cost-effective standpoint, and just not the sound of a lawnmower running in the background, so you can power your Cintiq and Photoshop. It's great. I think it's much more contemporary. Every project I do, I want to grow a bit as an artist. Right? And that's entirely in my control. It doesn't matter. I've done licensed games, I've done original games, I've done shit games, I've done pretty good games, I've done long games, short games. But in all those, I think you can find a way to improve yourself as an artist. The most interesting designs come out of limitation, So I guess you want constraints and limitations, but not frustration or lack of power. And I think Procreate's balance those really well. It's a very pleasant application to use. It's powerful. On the iPad, there's really nothing else that's close to it in my mind.